Hello Mira Vista, my name is Joseph Danton, your Director of Agronomy, and we are going to go through August Turf Talk with Joe and Layla. The first thing that we'd like to discuss is all the aerification practices that have been conducted on the practice facility. It might seem like for the past few weeks you all have come out and something has been done on the practice facility, and that would be the truth. For the past couple of Mondays we've done everything to pulling an aerification core on the practice facility tees, around the chipping green, on the big putting green, on our practice facility target greens, along with copious amounts of verticutting on the range floor and range tees. And this past Monday we conducted a practice dethatching the range rough. All things help reduce organic matter buildup, increase water percolation, firmness and playability. We've really been laxed on these practices in the past couple of months due to the tightened golf schedule. Now that we are approaching summer and the beginning of the project, and with the spray outs being conducted, that golf schedule has kind of come to a close, which has allowed us the opportunity to get out in the practice facility and really play catch up. So we've jammed a lot into a little bit of a window, and we appreciate your patience as we recover, but it's all for the betterment. This August the 14th, we had the opportunity to have our first pre-construction meeting, which really goes over the first 30 to 45 days and the processes that will be taking place. We had the opportunity to have everybody from Labar's team, Mike Kuhns' team, Andy Staples' team, and Mira Vista's team together under the same roof and really go through those processes to make sure everybody's on the same page. I wanted to provide some insight on a few important dates. August 20th, we have our renovation committee meeting where Andy will review a couple of things about how we're going to proceed with the processes leading up to the renovation. August 28th, I have my sod farm visit down south, about an hour south of here, to review the conditions of our sod and make sure everything is up to our standard. Simultaneously, we will be installing our tree protection for our permitting process for our urban forestry permit. This process will take around a month, and we hope to conclude at the end of September. September 2nd through the 4th is our second spray out process. September 9th and the 16th are our phase 1 and phase 2 of our overseed process. September 17th, we have our final renovation committee meeting before we begin our renovation project October 1st. Now let's go out to the golf course and review some of the ins and outs of our spray out process. We're out here on the second hole where there's some really good examples of some areas that we've sprayed out and some areas that we haven't sprayed out, based off of Andy's design and his off the beaten path schemes with Fort Worth planting or mulch or fescue areas or coastal areas. Certain things that we have in existence as the club is today is going to stay, and then some that we're going to spray out. So a good example of that is underneath the trees to the left of number 2. We have where I'm standing is fescue, and to my left is where we sprayed out right up against the fescue that's going to become Tiftuff. You'll see some of these areas throughout the golf course, and all of the different spray out patterns are related to whether we're going to keep that grass or change it out, and if it's going to turn into a Fort Worth planting area or a mulch area. The other thing that we did as we've gone through is we haven't sprayed up against the fence lines or right up against the roadways for erosion control purposes, and a lot of that stuff will still stay intact as we go through the golf course to kind of keep a buffer from construction to property line. With all the construction processes going on and a lot of the spray out applications and aerifications, the staff has been extremely busy and they really have been working hard. It's always nice to give the entire staff a shout out. We always like to recognize one kind of shining star through the month's process. This month we'd like to recognize our spray technician, Alexander Clark. He's done a tremendous job organizing the spray out process, keeping the lines freshly painted. His communication has been off the charts with the other staff members involved. A very key process as we begin the project processes. So a lot of pressure on him, and he's done a tremendous job. So just wanted to give him a shout out. That concludes our Turf Talk for the month of August. Thank you all for the support. Please email me if you have any questions, and feel free to drop by the shop to just talk.